Hello everyone, this is Marcia coming to you from Markets of Sunshine here in Florida. So I hope you're having a great day, and today we're going to be working on our fabric junk journal cover, and I'm going to show you how I put the binding on the cover. It's really quick and easy. And the second thing I'm going to share with you today is how we're going to be making this beautiful embellishment. So that will be coming in, not today, in an upcoming video. So let me slip it off of there. And then we're going to also talk about the signature pages for the inside. Sorry for that, being so close to the camera. My camera holder that I was able to move around, I broke, so now I'm back to my desktop stand. So bear with me on the one that I'm able to use at my sewing table. The one that's at my craft table is fine, but this one, the other one, bit the dust. And I don't know if it can be glued back together because it didn't break. It broke on the threaded part, so anyway, my husband will have to take a look at it. So what I did, let me show you the signature pages first. I went ahead and picked out, because remember this is my evergreen journal, so everything is in the green. I decided to do everything in one color palette, monochromatic. So everything is in the green, so any shade of green, it doesn't matter, everything works together. So what I did, move the cover out of the way. Alright, so I just, on my sewing machine, I sewed down the center. So I took several pages, so this is 4 pages, this one I had already glued together, and sewed straight down the center here. And I did the same thing with this one. I took this page, this I glued on afterward, but I sewed down the center here. And then these pages here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I did the same thing. I sewed down the center. So you can see the leftover threads here. Now, the next step of this sandwich is going to be deciding, am I going to go ahead and stitch all of these together on my commercial machine, because I know this Brother Project Runway machine cannot handle that. Or will I go ahead and punch holes here and here, is what I was thinking I might do, and then put eyelets. So that was idea number 2. Or number 3 is the hand method of getting the awl and poking 3 holes and then coming and then sewing those. Alright, so anyway, the signature is put together. Now, today I'm going to show you how I put the binding on my cover. So this was the first one I did, and I put all the decorative stitches. You can see it better here than you do here. And then this is absolutely beautiful with my signature inside. And then what I did, which again I'm contemplating how I'm going to actually adhere the signature to the cover. So isn't that gorgeous? And then with this on there, absolutely love it. So we're going to be using this in an upcoming, I have another product promotion with BB Craft, so when I do that unboxing, and I picked out some of these beads here that have that really pretty iridescent, catches the light, and so we'll be using felt and wire and making our own cute little bug clip to put on here. But instead of a clip, this has a clip, I'm going to be using a paper clip. Okay? Because this one's going to go on the cover here. And this was made by another artisan and so I will post her information in my description box. We have a Jim Dandy Florida thunderstorm going on right now. Alright, so I thought this was really nice. I did not have green fabric enough to do all of this, so I went ahead because I have the beige, you know, cream color earth tones going on in here. So I opted for the natural color there. So, but isn't that pretty? And I just cut the edges here, and I cut the top edges here off of this so that it fit really, really nice. But I just love this. I love the soft cover. Love the soft covers. And it's just perfect hand size. I mean, just look at this. Absolutely adorable. And I will be making more of these, and they will be available for purchase in my Etsy shop next month. So as I get them accomplished, of course, and there will be more embellishments on the cover. I'm making a fabric tassel that will hang off of here. And then on the ones that I will be offering in my shop, there will be lots and lots of embellishments on the pages, but I will be leaving the pages blank for you to fill out. The only thing I will be adding is, let me get this one out of the signature here, open it up so you can see better. My cute little handy dandy, which we made this on camera before, this little pocket. I love this. It's just adorable. So I will be making one of these for each of the journals, and there will be, let me see, how many covers do I have left? I think there's 3 covers, so there'll be 3 available. Alright, so if you want one, you better speak up now, and then they'll be coming up in my Etsy shop pretty soon. I don't know what price I'm going to put on them yet, so that will come up later on. And then what I was debating on the cover is, you know how when you make a book cover and then you just sew the edges here of this, you know, so this would be sewn. And then this would tuck in, but if I do that, then I have to cut this down more, and that's going to be a problem. So this is my personal one, so then that's where I'm debating on how I'm going to do this and how I'm going to go about it. But once I get that all figured out, I'll show you in the end what I do. So let's get busy, shall we? And let me show you how I put seam binding on the cover. So let's set this aside over here. And I've just listed in my Etsy shop today, I don't know if any of you use hemp cord in your junk journaling, if you're a jewelry maker, and you're quilting, but I have a lot of this from my daughter when she was doing jewelry making, which she no longer is doing that, so then we have a lot of this available, and if she decides she's going to come back to it, there's plenty, and I don't know, I don't remember what she made bracelets out of this. I remember that now. Oh, this was she learned this technique. That was really, really time consuming and cool. And she would sit on the floor and she would get a piece of tape, and she would get her 2 pieces and she would tape it down, and then it was a weaving method. You had to weave it in the bead and around the bead to hold it on. Boy, was that a job. I said, no, I'm going to stick to my quilting. Alright, so let's turn the old machine on, and let's get started, shall we? Alright, so this is what I'm using. It was from Flour Sack Vintage Towel. Flour sack material, you know. And so I cut these at 1.5 inches wide, and then however long each of these are, I don't know, but that part doesn't matter. What mattered is that they were long enough to go the width of my cover, which, as you can see here, you see that there's plenty left over. And then I saved this pieces here for using as making little snippet rolls, which I've already made a couple of those. And I'll be using those inside on a couple of the pages as well. Thinking I might use them as a little pocket tuck spot or something along those lines, or on the front of a mini journal that I'll put in. Alright, so to get started, all you need to do, okay, I'm using this end piece here that was already part of the towel. And then lining it up on that edge. And I'm not worrying about doing miter corners, you know, on this. As if I was going to do a quilt, then I would think about that. But this is my book covers, and it's going to turn out really nice. It's not going to look icky or terrible or anything like that. Okay, so now this I have not put the decorative stitching on, but I am going to go ahead and put my binding on because I don't believe it's going to matter. Alright, so have the fabric facing toward you, toward the cover. Don't have it, you know, hanging out this way. And then we're going to fold it over and under and show you on the other side. Okay, come in about 1/4 inch. Do a few locking stitches. It's a little bit thick right there. Let me get past that. Take out my needle, pen. Bunch right there. Holding my finger so that I can straighten it out. And you see I have this excess hanging here, but that's okay. Turn you just a wee bit so that you can see that. Okay, so you see this part here. Going to trim off this extra piece here. Okay, save that for a snippet roll. Let's trim off these extra little strings here. I used to save them to put on the snippet rolls, but I don't. Okay, so then see, you fold it over and no, you don't see the stitching. Alrighty, now turn it around. Let me show you how I do this. And I just fold it down like this, and then fold it over. And we're going to stitch right on top of this. And then you will see that stitch line over here, but it's okay. It doesn't detract from it at all. Alright, so let me get this one little edge here. Okay, so I'm folding this right up to the edge of the cover, and then we just fold it over again. Like so. Okay, and then I'm going to just come in. I come as close as I can to this edge. You don't, because here's the edge here, so you don't do a 1/4 inch seam allowance. You just come as close to this as you can. And, you know, so I'll show you when I get it done what it looks like. Okay. And I'm using green thread. So this is very lumpy right here in this end part, so I'll show you what I do. So just lift up past that. So go past the lumpy. Alright. And that's only because I left that, remember where I had that piece that it was already turned under. Okay, we're going to take a pen, we're going to pen this one here, where we want it to stay folded, and then I'm going to come down here at this end, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pin it here. Okay, so I've just pinned it, curled it over, and pinned it. Okay, let me pull this up. I just got a delivery. Somebody rang the bell. I hope they don't need me. All right. Okay, take this pin out. Take the other pin out. Okay, so there you have it. So quick and easy to do. Okay, so obviously if I wanted to, which is what I would obviously do, is this will be the outside of the cover so that you don't see that. And then I have my bobbin is white so that you're not seeing the white, but on this side the top thread is green. So on the inside of the cover is the green stitch that you would see there. Okay, so that's just how quick and easy it is. So now you see that I left this little piece here, but that's okay. So when I go to put this side on, then I'll just tuck that in here and then fold that over, and then that, when I come down here, then that will seal this end up. Alright, so there you have it. I'm not going to go ahead and finish the whole thing because I just wanted to show you how I do it and how nice it looks. So you see how pretty that is? So you always want that outside cover edge is the one that you're going to start with, and then fold it over inside, and then you have this nice clean finished edge. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the decorative stitching on this, and then in the next video we'll come back and I'll show you it completed. Okay, and this one's so pretty. I had put this pretty batik piece that I had here with the cute threading in that, and then all the leaves. I fussy cutted this out of a vintage sheet. So there's a lot of memories. This one was another fabric, and it had the quilt pattern, so I just fussy cutted those out. So I just, anything that was the green. So that's what that is, and then this is another one of the little batik pieces, because, you know, cute little embellishments on all of this. Fun to do, and this was just, you know, crazy quilt style, just like you would do when you make your snippet rolls, just cut out all, or collaging, just making the little clusters, just cut out all the fabric pieces, and you put them on there. So I used fusible webbing and attached them all that way. And then when I do my decorative stitching, any of these loose pieces, like you see here, then that obviously will hold it down. Okay, so thank you very much. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, hit the like button, hit the bell, leave me a comment, let me know when you were here, what you thought, and everything else, all that good stuff. And thank you so much to Miss Edith from Scrapbooking with Me. I won her June giveaway. Woohoo! I'm so excited. And she's going to help promote my channel. Isn't that awesome? She is such a wonderful, sweet, dear lady. And anyone who helps support in this community, I am 100% right there with them. So thank you so much. And to her daughter, and subscribing to her channel. So happy she made her goal. So I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and with help from lovely people like her, I know I'm going to do it. So everyone have a great, fantastic day, and we shall see you in the next video. Bye-bye, and stay sunny.